Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penj and welcome back to Before We Leave, where last time out we spent quite a lot of our time over here on Bristlyland, transforming it from pretty much a barren island into a very busy place indeed. So there are now 62 people that live over here in Bristlyland and it looks very good. So previously it was just a port just here, it was just a little port here and there was nothing else going on. But now look at it, there are many paths, there's all sorts of farms and orchards, lots and lots of houses. We've got ourselves a little thing over the end. They've got a wooden generator type thing over here, some more houses. They've got storage areas. They've even got themselves a lovely fountain. That is very pretty indeed. And they've got some sort of industry stuff across the top as well. So they've got a little quarry going on. The big thing, however, is that we have this here. Our coconut spaceship is looking pretty good. So it's no longer a kind of mangled wreck. It's now actually, intact and complete on the outside. However, it still does need some extra bits and bobs. So if we look in here, we need to throw in some wood. We can get that sorted. Some tools, some stone, some food, and some water. In fact, I think all the drink is in there. Yeah, all the drink is in there, so it doesn't need that. The big thing that we are lacking, however, is fuel, because we haven't got any fuel being generated over here on Bristlyland. However, I think if we go over to here, over onto Cupboard Island, we also spent a little bit of time over here on Cupboard Island trying to get this all up and running. So this is our little industry area. This here is making steel, which is what we needed to get the spaceship up and running. And this here is a fuel refinery. So this here is making lots of lovely fuel. However, right now, it's not making any fuel because it's low on power. So maybe we need to look at getting another power thing over on this island. But that's today's goal. I think that's all we want to do. I just want to get that spaceship launched. And we're so close. We're so close to getting the spaceship launched. Because then I don't really know what happens. I'm not entirely sure what happens then. I mean, yeah, okay, we go into space. But then do we have a choice of worlds to go to? Do we land on the worlds and then we say it's complete? Or do we land and then make another little settlement type thing? I mean, what happens then? I do not know. So I would very much like to find out. So yeah, all these other things we don't need to worry about. It's just the fuel. The other things will just get there eventually. But yeah, the fuel is going to be a bit of an issue. So let's come back over here. So low power. Okay, do we need to get ourselves another power generating thing over here? They've got a wood generator here, but there is only one on Cupboard Island. Maybe we need to get another one of those somewhere else. So let's have a little look, shall we? Now, things might look a tiny bit different. I did notice over here on Bristlyland, these icons here looked a little bit different. And that's because the version of the game that I am playing has moved up from the beta version through to the full release version. So I think it's got some extra sort of updates and bits and bobs on it. So yeah, this icon here now means they're resting from fatigue. So they've not got the right clothing, so they're wearing out quickly because they're wandering through the desert. Whereas before, I think that was just was it a sad face? A bit like all the other sad faces that we can see on lots of the other islands. And you weren't really sure why they had a sad face. Whereas that now is telling us specifically that that is to do with clothing. So yeah, we might see a few other little tiny changes here and there. But I think more or less it's kind of the same sort of thing. Yeah, we need to get some power then. So, yeah, where is power down here? I can't remember where exactly power was. Which one is it? There, that's a power thing, isn't it? And we've got an oil generator. Generates power from oil. I mean, we are bringing oil over, aren't we? On a shipping thing. I think we're bringing oil over from WeeHours Isle. Are we bringing oil over? No, we are not bringing oil over. That's probably why the fuel thing isn't doing anything as well. Because surely we need oil in here to actually do something. So we need some oil and some power. Yeah, we're not bringing oil over. That's definitely not going to work. Let's just have a quick check. Where would oil be? No, so we need to set up a trade route thing as well to bring oil from WeeHours Isle to over here, which would make sense. Now, given that we are going to be using the oil for fuel, do we then want to build ourselves an oil power generator thing? Because, yeah, that's then going to start using the oil to make power. I would rather get another wood generator. Let's get that over... let's try and get that over here somewhere, kind of out the way again. So we'll just sort of build a path to here. We'll put it there, look. We'll put it over here. Nobody lives over here. It's all fine. So yeah, we'll pop one of the wood ones down over there. So that should be okay. So we'll get that in. It'll do a little bit of polluting, but that's not so bad. And then let us, while they get on with that, let's manage shipping. So now, yeah, they are moving stuff from WeeHours Isle to Bristlyland. Peeps are getting hungry. Yeah, that's fine. They can be a little bit peckish. They've got tea to drink. There's loads of tea. Don't worry about that, Peeps. So do we then want to stop this happening? Because I think you can only have one trade route per island. Do we need... No, because we tried it with another ship, didn't we? We tried to add a lane with a third ship, didn't we? And it didn't like it. I think that's what happened. Hang on. Right, let's pause time a second. I think for now, do we bother taking those clothes over? Because WeeHours Island never has enough clothing to send over to Bristly Land anyway. And they cope without the clothing. They slow down, but they're still fine. So how about we go into this? Oh yeah, look. That's changed a little bit there, hasn't it? Okay, right. So from... Oh, it's wiped the whole thing out. Oh, okay. So from WeeHours Isle to Cupboard Island, we then want to say, right, okay, yes, do that. Okay, then get this and ship over some oil, please. So I've only got 5. Amount of oil on the island is 5. That is rubbish. Well, I've only got 5 oil. Come on, chop. There's loads of oil over there. Okay, so take as much as you can over to Cupboard Island, please. Loads of it. Okay, so that's set up. Oh, and then we need to attach a ship as well. So let's send over the SS Slice of Cake. That'll do. We'll send over the... Oh, that was the lovely brew. Oh, okay. I thought I sent over the slice of cake, but clearly not. Okay, never mind. We sent over a boat. It's fine. It's boaty. It's got sails. It can go on the water. It's all fine. There we go. And then, come out of this. Let's go over to WeeHours Isle. We are only getting that one lot of oil, aren't we? We need to get this oil just here. This could be very, very handy indeed if we get this oil. The thing is, it might mean knocking something down that we quite like. Like this, for example, like our well. Are we able to do anything about this? Can we switch this round ever so slightly so we can get our hands on this oil? Our port is built here, which is probably a terrible choice in hindsight. So it's going to have to go either here. I imagine it's going to have to go there, isn't it? Which means that to get to the kitchen, we're going to need to knock that down. So knock that forest down, which is not brilliant because that's next door woodcutter. But never mind, they've got other forests to go to. So there we go. And then put a path just there. And then remove that road. So take that down. And then we can get ourselves another oil well. Wherever one of those might be. It's probably in there somewhere. There you go. Harvest oil. So yeah, so what do they need for that? They need some iron and some tools. Okay, they'll get there eventually with those things. So yeah, so we'll have an oil well. Thank you very much. It's next to the oil. Okay, let's see if we can get that done. Now, yeah, we're making iron up here, aren't we? Yeah, that was a bit of a problem last time. There you go. The iron smelter is indeed smelting the iron ore. And yeah, we've got tools and things underway as well. Of course, we got ourselves some cleaners, didn't we? We got ourselves some little sort of environment cleaners that go around and try and scrub everything clean. That's what they are. With their little sort of brushes, make everything look all bubbly. Oh, that's good. Well done, folks. There's quite a lot of you around here. There we go. So let's hopefully get this constructed. Then we'll have a lot more oil to play with. And then the oil should then be able to go forth, make lots of oil, send it over to Cupboard Island. That can use it to make the fuel. Then we can send it over to Bristly Land to get the spaceship launched. So yeah, it's a bit of a logistical kind of exercise, moving the things around between the islands. But it's all fine. Right, so here we go. They just need to get tools. There's only one lot of tools on this island at the moment. Do we have a toolsmith? Because that's going to be a little bit of a technical issue if we do not have a toolsmith making the tools. We might not. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. Whoa. Slow things down on WeeHours Isle. Is there a toolsmith anywhere? I would like to think there would be, but I now do not think there is. Okay, maybe we need to get one of those in as well. Right, okay. Is it one of these? Steel smelter, glass smelter, cleaner, toolsmith. Yeah, I think you get a hint as to where they are if you already have one. No, I don't think there is. They create a massive circle of pollution, like everything does. Oh, let's just put them there and be done with it. There we go. It might pollute some stuff over here, but it's already polluted by this gigantic iron smelter just there. So there we go. Yeah, no tools. Absolutely no tools. So that is not going to get completed. What do we need to build this? We need 2 tools. Oh, goodness sake. Right, okay. Right, we need to go forth and go to somewhere else and just ship some tools over very, very quickly. Hang on, let's just get some shipping done and send some tools over to WeeHours Isle. Okay, so Cupboard Island is sending things to Bristly Land. We're sending some wood, some tools, and some steel. I don't think we need to do that anymore. So let's not do this. Right, so cancel that. So no and no. Hang on. Bristleland's got loads of tools. Yes, it's not Bristleland we need to care about, is it? Okay, so not to WeeHours Isle. The lovely brew is doing its thing. So let's edit those. I'm very confused. Hang on, what have we done here? The slice of cake. What's going on here? Oh, now I'm very confused. Now we've got. Hang on, I need to go and pause it because I've done something stupid. They're all assigned to the same route. Oh, right. Maybe in this version we can have more than one trade route between the islands. Oh, hang on. How do we edit? Let's not have any of those. No and no. Right. Just the slice of cake, please. And then we want to add another thing here then. So from Cupboard Island to... Well, that's what that's doing, though. WeeHours Island to Cupboard Island. Oh, then we want to have Cupboard Island to WeeHours Island? No, because that's the same route. Hang on. Get rid of that. So from here... Let us bring back some tools. That's tools, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We've only got 3 on Cupboard Island. Have we really? Is that all we've got? 3? That's rubbish. Why have we only got 3? Yeah, we have only got 3. Okay. Well, we can always use the transmogrifier to do some stuff. We can always use this to generate 5 tools, which is nice and quick. We just get some people, chuck some wood in, it does magic, and then it turns it into tools. So we'll use this for a little while, just to get that number of tools up and increase. Yes, the peeps are hungry. It's fine. They've got loads of stuff to eat. It's all okay. So yes, we'll see if I can finish this off. Get some tools generated there. Do we have power over here? Yes, we do. That thing, it looks like it might be generating some fuel. Do we have any fuel? Is that a thing that we've got? Where would we put the fuel? Would we just store it literally in there? Is that where it would go? Yeah, it looks... I'm not entirely sure how we see how much fuel we have. Okay, I imagine that's doing something. It's green. There's no storage space. Ah, okay, right. Warehouse. Warehouse solely for fuel is required over here. That's the warehouse thing, isn't it? Yeah, they'll do. Absolutely. Just pop it there, please. Have a warehouse here, and that can just store fuel. I don't think that's going to be too complicated. Oh, it requires tools. Well, of course it does. Of course it does. We shall transmogrify some more tools immediately. And the warehouse is done. So yes, that can store fuel. That is it. Just put fuel into the warehouse, please. So let's see if anybody actually gets on with moving that around. So at the moment there's nothing in there, but it can store up to 120 fuel, which is probably way, way more than we ever need. But yeah, are they actually bringing any in? Ah, it looks like somebody just went in. Yes, there's 8 fuel. Oh, happy, glorious days. We're actually making fuel and it's working. Okay, so what we could do is, we could say in here, store fuel and also store oil. If I can find where it is. Food, products, raw materials down here then. So yeah, oil as well. So store oil and fuel in there evenly. So they can now just pour into here. So the oil and the fuel can go into here. And then, peeps are getting hungry, it's fine. And then I think what we need to do is we then need to start shipping the fuel over from... Yeah, we got rid of one of the lanes. I think we might have got rid of the shipping lane between Cupboard Island and Bristleland by pure just stupidity. But there we go, we can put it back now, look, hooray. So Cupboard Island, ship over some fuel, if you would be so kind. Thank you very much. Just ship that over. That will be lovely. There we go. Just bring that over, and that's very nice. And you're Bristleland. Can you bring back some apples, some fruit? Because we don't have much in the way of fruit over on Cupboard Island, although they have none on Bristleland. I thought they had fruit. I thought we built some orchards for them. Never mind. Okay, edit trade ships. The lovely brew can do that. Absolutely. Let's get the lovely brew to work on that. So hopefully then we should, in time, see the spaceship getting some fuel on board. So how much fuel is there now in there? There is now... they just took some fuel out. There's 24 oil, but now only 3 fuel. So I'd like to think that if we go over to whichever direction it is, Bristleland, there we go. So now, is there any fuel in here? No, but there might be momentarily when they ship it out of here. I imagine there's some in there. No. Oh, no, that's oil. Hang on. Where's fuel? Just there. There's 2 fuel in there. So, yes, look. There's 8 fuel in there. And the rest of it's done. The rest of it is absolutely fine. They've got drink. They've got food. They've got stone. They have enough tools. And they have enough wood. So now we are just waiting for fuel. We're just waiting for fuel to go into the spaceship. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Let's go and have a little nosy. I do like how it's lit appropriately for the, it's nighttime over here at Cupboard Island. Very, very nightimey. Go over here to Brissyland. Imagine, where are we? The sun is rising? Yeah, the sun is rising, so it's morning. And then over at WeeHours Isle, it's what, coming up to the end of the day or something? I don't know. But there you go. I like the fact that, it's a planet and the sun is different on all the different bits. So yeah, how is it looking over here on WeeHours Isle for our extra oil thing? Yeah, it's done. Lovely. So our extra oil well is in and is finished. That's very welcome. We've got enough people on WeeHours Isle to actually do the jobs. Oh, no, we haven't. Not enough peeps available for all posts. Well, let us sort that out. Let us build a house somewhere. Where can we build a house? Just there. That will do the job. There you go. Pop a little house in there. That should be fine. Oh, yeah, they're not. I feel a bit sorry for the people in this house. All the other people around here all sort of link up just here. They have this nice communal area at the front of their house. Whereas here, no, they're not part of that community. They're not joining in. They're not joining in with the nice little bit out the front. They've got their own little path near the fancy bridge. Okay, that's fine. There we go. At least that'll get a little bit more housing in. And then that's some more people to work on all the jobs. There we go. Look, that will slowly tick up. It's not going to go past 54, is it? Is it going to go past that? There's still not enough people to do all the jobs. It was okay not that long ago. Crikey. And we could put something just here. We could put a house here if we have to. There are some trees growing. Oh, no. We might want to leave that. We might want to leave that for the woodcutter. No, there you go. 53 out of 54 looks okay. Lovely. Okay, right, hang on. Back we go to Brissyland, where it's now nighttime. How is it looking? 22 out of 50. So it's not quite halfway there, but it's not far off at all. Okay, well, this is brilliant. So all we now need to do is just sort of sit and wait for them to create the fuel and then ship it over to the ruined spaceship, which is no longer quite as ruined as it once was. Someone did just go in there. Did you bring anything in? No, you just went to check everything was okay. Okay, fine. Well, yeah, we'll sit back and wait until they get some more fuel into our ship. I feel a bit sorry for our little cleaner folks over here on Cupboard Island, because this is just, it's a never-ending battle, isn't it, to keep this place clean? Because we've got two things here that are kicking out all sorts of grot. Look at that. Look at the thick sort of choking fumes coming from these things here. We've got a power station over here that burns wood, so that's going to be quite bad. We've got a thing over here which is a fuel refinery. That's bad. We've got quarries. There's another thing chucking out loads of smoke. The iron smelter. So yeah, it's generally relatively unpleasant around here. It's not overly nice. And I just feel a bit like they'll never get it done. They'll finish one thing, they'll move on to the next, and they have to go back and clean the tile they just cleaned because it's got dirty again. So, yeah, these are really, our little cleaner people, are these sort of the unsung heroes, if you like. They're the unsung heroes of our game because they're just, doing this endless job that just needs to be repeated over and over and over again. I do feel a bit sorry for them. But you know what? It's industry. Industry means progress. Okay, there was only 30 fuel in there right now. Hang on, did someone just bring some more in? 33 fuel. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, that helped quite a bit. So yeah, it's still not going up very quickly, but we are getting there slowly but surely. They're taking their time, over on the Cupboard Island. They're taking their time on actually making the fuel, and then it's been brought over here. So how much fuel have they been able to bring in? None this time. That ship did not bring any fuel at all. That's a little bit sad, isn't it? Oh no, that's the whole point of that entire trade route, just to bring over some fuel, please. So what have we got now? 34. So there must have been another bit sort of hiding around somewhere. There we go. And only one bit of fuel. So yeah, it's slow going. It's slow going. But do you know what? They're getting there. They're working their little tiny peep socks off, and they are slowly but surely getting that fuel into our spaceship. So, well, they've not moved that one yet. They've not moved that one bit of fuel. Come on, folks. There's a bit of fuel. And again, that ship did not bring over any fuel. Is everything all right over at Cupboard Island? Oh, no, hang on, wrong one. Cupboard Island, is everything okay? Is everything fine? Let's transmogrify them some more tools. Yeah, is everything looking fine over here? Yeah, they're generating the fuel. Yeah, they're working the fuel. That's absolutely fine. And over here we have ourselves plenty of oil, but no fuel. Okay, so it's just the fact that this is slow. There's only one of these buildings, and it's taking a little while for it to just get stuff done. Okay, and all of the workers are going home. So Larry, Julius, and Alex are heading home while they're doing various bits and bobs. Okay, that's fine. And nope, you're not coming into work here. So yeah, it's fine. They're getting on with it. It's just going to take a little while longer than we would like. Just sitting here watching the fuel refinery, it does take quite a long time for them to make a unit of fuel. Not just getting the resources in and getting all the people in, but actually the process of getting this sort of dial all the way around actually does take quite a little while. So I'm not too surprised that the fuel production is relatively slow. Look at that. We're on full speed here. We're on 4 times speed. And that's how slow it's going. Of course, the people get tired, they go home, they go and do other things. And then, yeah, across the bottom here, you see sometimes they're going, you know what, I'm going home, I'm fetching some vegetables, or I'm fetching some water, or I'm getting some potatoes, or whatever. So, yeah, they don't just go home and come back, they then do real life sort of things as well. And now, maybe with 2 workers in, that might be going a little bit quicker, because it looks like there's 2 of them, and now back down to 1 worker again. But there we go. I mean, we've just seen, 3 lots of fuel get generated. Oh, no, we haven't. Come on. You could have done 10 minutes of overtime there and finished that off. Come on now. Right, are they going in? They're going to work at the fuel refinery. Come on, Julius. Come on, Julius. You can do this. We can get the last bit done. And boom, there we go. Good job. And now Julius is off again. He did 3 minutes of work. Now he has to go do something else. Where are you going, Julius? You're fetching power. Okay. I hadn't kind of appreciated that power would be distributed like that. I thought it would just be, we've got a power station, there's some sort of grid. But no, it looks like there's an actual unit of power, like a block of it, like a battery or something they carry in from the power station. Okay, that's fine. Right, clear that thing about the hungry peeps. I'm sure they're okay. We'll just gloss over that. Right, how is it looking over here? 45 out of 50. And how many are over here in the... I've selected the ship. Hang on a minute. No, not the ship. I don't want the ship. How many... Oh, there's no fuel in there right now. There's no fuel in there. Did they put another bit in? 46 out of 50. Is there more fuel in here? Why does it keep selecting the ship all of a sudden? I want to select the port. I don't think they brought any fuel with them. But we can certainly sit and watch. But yeah, we're getting very close now. Very close to the spaceship being ready to launch. Then we can go into space and see what there is. And who knows what will happen from there. Now, I do know, and I don't know how this is going to work in the game. I don't know if we see them when we're flying about or what. That apparently there are space whales. And I think they're nice. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're okay. I think they're just a nice thing that just comes by. I don't know. I mean, we'd maybe have to find out. What's that little box there? What's that? Hang on. Some tools. Has that been there all that time? Has that been there for that long and I just haven't noticed? That's a little bit worrying, isn't it? That's right in front of our faces. So yeah, there are space whales. I don't know if they'll come into the game or not. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see as well. 47 out of 50. They've dropped off a bit of fuel, so it'll be 48 out of 50 before too long. Okay, right, we'll sit back and just wait for them to put the final little bits of fuel into the ship. So the ship has 49 units of fuel on it, and we have just had delivered a 50th unit of fuel. It's currently sat in the port, so we need to wait for somebody to take the fairly monumental kind of, it's a big step, this, in powering up our first spaceship. So who is it going to be? Who's going to be the one that delivers that bit of fuel? So here we go. Are you going in? Somebody must be grabbing the fuel at some point. Some people have gone in there. Unless it's going in for a sit down. It's you, isn't it? I think it's you. So what are you doing? Emmanuel has more shoes than the town has tools. Okay, so he's got possibly 31 shoes. Maybe 32, because 31 would be a slightly weird number. But there we go. We can see where he's going. And he is dropping off the final unit of fuel into the spaceship. The mighty coconut ship will fly. Okay, this is very good. So here we go. He's going to put it in. And then I assume we'll just say, right, it's ready. And then we can just take off, I assume. That's it. It's done. So now they're doing the final bits. They're constructing it. They're sorting it out. The colony spaceship Seymour, very good, has been constructed and is loading its resources and crew. Whoa. Right, hang on. We take 30 people. Oh my goodness me. So we drag 30 people away. We take 30 people away from Bristlyland. Of course, they will sort of repopulate because there's housing and schools and whatever. But all these people are pouring in. So who's going in? Asami. Questions whether saving everyone within the shelter was worth it. She's boarding a ship. Has a pet rubber ducky. Well done. That's very good. You people down here, you're boarding a ship. So you roam the streets in search of evil. And you... Hang on, you're the same person. You wrestled a troll. You're not going onto it though, Victor, so we're not too bothered about you, but here we go. So the ship is now loading up with people. One more person. Who is late to the ship party? Come on now. One person needs to come and get on board the spaceship, please. Who's late for the spaceship launch? You knew it was going to happen. You had a date and a time. You've not put it in your calendar. Is it you? Yeah, who are you? Jazien. Okay, it's ready to launch. So I assume we then go in and press the button. We can't change the name of it, I don't think. I think it is called the Seymour, which is a little bit disappointing, I'll be honest. I would have liked to have called it something else. But yeah, the Seymour, it's a good pun. I think we're ready. Do we just launch the mighty space coconut and see what happens? Here we go then, everybody. We're going to launch the spaceship and see what madness happens. Oh, it's going. It's going up, up and away. And we can't control the camera or anything, so we're just waiting. Oh my goodness me. So there's planet 1, and there's something there. I mean, what do we do? Do we tell it to go somewhere? Oh no, we can change its name. Oh, this is wonderful. Right, hang on a minute. The peeps are getting hungry. We're in space. I'm not bothered. Right, yeah, let's change the name first. I think the only name suitable would be the Starship Cup of Tea. I think that's about all we can call it. So here we go. So there's planet 1. Now, yeah, there's a planet. There's something just there. And it looks like there's something maybe over there as well. But I mean, how does this work? Are we just watching them fly over in that direction? Or do we need to say, go over there, please? And there's a colonize button. But we're already... Colonize another planet. Uses up the colony ship. I mean, yeah, do we travel anywhere? Do we need to sort of zip about? So if we press colonize, we're not going to colonize planet 1, are we? We've done that already. I don't want to land back down there. So where do we go? There's 2 other planets. Okay. I mean, we're in the middle ring, so it's not like we can go to any... Yeah, that's nearer, because we're in the middle sort of orbit. So we can either go outer, so further away, or nearer to the star. I won't call it the sun, but to the star, which looks a little bit sort of green from here. Let's go further away, shall we? Why not? Let's go over there. Okay, so now do we head off in that direction? Is that what we do? Are they going to fly around? They're going to loop around the planet, are they? On the mighty coconut ship. They are, look. They're heading off in that direction. The Starship Cup of Tea is heading for brave new worlds. Oh, this is very exciting. I mean, it's taken a while to get there. But that's fine. They're traversing the vast, empty wilderness of space in a coconut spaceship. So that's fine. There you go, burning up all that fuel. And soon they will end up over here on probably what's called planet number 2, I imagine. Planet. We can name the planets. We can change the name of the entire planet. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, right, hang on. What can we call this planet? So we've got Cupboard Island on the planet. So I think we'll call the entire planet Geek World. So we've kind of got Geek and Cupboard covered, which is lovely. And then, yeah, this is very good. So let's have a little look then. In fact, let's put time onto very nice and quick. Because, yes, it does take a while for them to travel. So we have Geek World over there, the fabulously named Geek World. And then they will come into land over here. So here we go. They're coming into this planet here. It looks very pretty. The space thing looks lovely. It looks very, very nice. Look at that. It looks very lovely over there. A sort of nebula type thing. Lots of other stars and stuff going on. But they're so nearly at the planet. And then I assume that do we pick a place to land, or do they just sort of crash down into wherever they find? So here we go. Let's put it back onto normal speed. I mean, can we watch? Can we see the amazing kind of entry of this, or do they just sort of plop onto the planet? Let's see. I mean, they've practically crashed into the planet. I think you're there, folks. Yep, you've missed the planet. There we go. We discovered a new kind of ancient technology. You feel like you're following the footsteps of those who came before. Gather it with explorers to unlock the new secrets of the ancients. We've settled on another planet. A new planet has been colonized. And again, it's incomplete. It's like the other one. It's sort of incomplete and has gaps in it because we've not been round it. I mean, why can we not have looked out the window? There were windows on the space coconut, weren't there? Can we not have looked out the window and got a bit of a better picture of the planet? Okay. Well, here we go. I mean, this is called planet number 2. I mean, we've got Geek World, so this is a little bit boring. So welcome everybody to the planet of Oakmoon. So this was suggested a couple of parts ago by Acanthrain Oakmoon down in the comments, a Geek Cupboard regular. And she said, when you land on a new planet, can you name it after me? And she got in there first. So yes, absolutely. So there you go. We have Oakmoon Planet. Let's go down and have a look. at what Oakmoon Planet looks like. Let's have a little nosy. Oh, that is lovely. And there we go. We've reached a new planet. But life here is precarious and there doesn't seem to be an ancient transmogrifier to rely on. So make sure you get the basics, particularly tools, set up before you run out of resources. Okay, so that's all the tools we have. Okay, so let's have a little look around now. And yeah, okay, there we go. So we've got red research like we've seen before, but also there is blue research now. Now that does make me wonder, do we have ourselves a full tech tree now? Hang on, can we go to, that's island number 1. How do we go to, right, tab. Takes us to, oh yeah, we can go back to Geek World. So we can fly through the stars. There we go. So now if we go and look in a library over here, is that a library? Yes. Oh, we can now see the sort of, well, in fact, not quite the rest of the research. There's still a few gaps missing. Down here and over there, there's a few gaps. So we've got baking, hence the bread, which we've been finding. We've got farming, we've got irrigation and salt removal. Okay. Spaceflight tinkering, automation, clean power, quite nice. Music, meeting squares, and apartments. Ah, so like a sort of a housing improvement there. Okay. That's very good. The only thing is, how do we move all of our research over? Because we have quite a lot of sort of green research down here on on our first planet, on Geek World, whatever we called it. But how do we move that over? Can we do intergalactic shipping? I'm not entirely sure. How do we do this? System view. I mean, do we have shipping between the planets? Or is there green research over on Oakmoon as well that I've just not seen yet? Let's go and have a little nosy. Whee! In we go. Is there green research over here? This island is absolutely huge. There's lots of blue and lots of red. Okay. Right. How's that going to work then? I don't know how that's going to work. We will explore this. We'll go and do that, please. So the first thing you can all do is you step out onto a brave new world. Somebody can come over here and explore this. Waiting to be explored. Okay, right. We need to sort of set this island up a little bit. I feel like we just need to get the very basics in because we have ourselves 30 odd people inside this spaceship. Well, 27 because 2 of them are stood outside. 3 of them are stood outside. So we've got, yeah, we need to get them some basic sort of stuff set up. So how about some huts? And we have to start again. We have to start again. Now that does befuddle me a little bit because yeah, we need the library, don't we? We need a library. Surely we could have bought a book. We could have bought a book that told us how to build a house, couldn't we? We could have borrowed some books from the library. A long-term loan. We'll have that. That is some iron. That's very welcome. Are there any other little sort of goodie parcels around that are really, really obvious? Even though I missed that really obvious one that was there last time. That was there for ages. It doesn't look like there's any around the immediate. Oh no, there's loads. There's one there. That is some potatoes. Nice. And that one there is some bread. Some bread that's been there for a bazillion years. No, thank you. Oh, there's one over there. That is some more iron. Very lovely. Okay. Oh, no, hang on. One just there. Oh, no, we got that one. That was the one we got first. Right. So, yeah, let's get some paths set up to get to that research. Because that's going to be quite handy. That's already connected. So what we'll do is we'll run a path sort of up that way along to there. That can get to that blue research as well. And then ideally we'd get rid of those and then have a path sort of running through here, branching off at that point. Can we connect it to, no, we have to connect it to existing paths. Okie dokie. Right, well, you've got a job to do, folks. Go and chop some stuff down. There you go. Right, path going in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's weave it that way, 7, 8, 9, and then it can sort of connect to there and there. So it connects to those research bits. Okay, now we can start getting a house into play, or a hut, or whatever it is. And we'll put one, maybe we'll get a little close like we had before. So let's put a bit there, and a bit there, and then we'll chop that down. So get rid of that. Another little job for you folks to do. So chop down some trees, that's good, it gets us some wood. And then we'll put down some houses. So there we go. So 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, right. So that's that done. And then we need to kind of very quickly go and grab ourselves stuff up here. We need to get tools manufactured here because if we don't get tools, then it's going to be game over. So maybe we need to get ourselves a lift going up here somewhere. We are going to want to get a path coming from the lift. I mean, if the lift could connect to there, and then have the iron mine just here, and then the path going along that way. That could be handy. So whereabouts is the lift on this load of things? I forget where everything is. Oh, are we even allowed to build a lift at the minute? No, we need a library, don't we? Exploring an ancient ruin reveals everything we need to learn space flight. Well, that's conveniently handy, isn't it? Yay! We need to do some space flying. Let's get ourselves the library in place. Let's pop that on the road over there. Why not? That'll do. So then hopefully once that's in, we can then get all of our other research things sort of revealed to us. It's a little bit weird that we forget. Unless there's a library, we forget how to do all these things. But that's fine. You know, libraries, we've got the books. It's all very good. Okay, have we got actually resources? We should have. Yeah, the stone. Okay, good. So a bit of stone. We need somebody to come out and build that now, please. That would be very lovely. And boom. Okay, right. Can we now look at this? For us, we've got spaceflight done. I mean, it's a bit weird because we have just done spaceflight. Does that mean we can now build our own spaceships? Is that what that means? So we can build ourselves a launch pad and a landing pad. Allows trade spaceships to exchange resources with the planet's surface. Oh, right. Okay, so it says there you may only have one landing pad per planet. So each planet's going to have a landing pad. That landing pad is then going to launch a spaceship across the stars to the other planet where it can then drop off resources. And then that's it. It'll be on one of the islands. And then you need to then distribute the goods to other islands if you need to on that planet. Okay, right. That sort of makes sense, I guess. But now we've got all our things unlocked, which is very, very lovely. So yeah, we'll grab... Where's the lift? I can never remember where anything is. There's so many things. There, the elevator. So we'll put the elevator there, which would be nice. And then we can get a road kind of coming across there. And then we need to get ourselves the iron mine, which is just there. So we'll pop that there. So that can get iron from the sort of rusting hulk thing just there. And then we want to... Maybe we can have that coming through here like that. And then in the middle somewhere, in fact, maybe not right there. Put that going through. Just here, say, let's get ourselves a toolsmith to then... Where's one of those? Is that it? Toolsmith. Yeah, there we go. So then that can create some tools. And we should be sort of sorted there. Although now we do need some more housing. But we can now upgrade these. Although it needs a lot of tools. We need a lot of tools to upgrade those. Let's not do that right now. That's going to end in disaster, isn't it? We'll run out of tools before we do anything else. So we'll have a couple more of those. And a bit there. And a bit there. Look at that. It's a little street. It's a lovely little street. I do like that. That looks very nice. There we go. So more people can come in. More jobs are going to be covered by all the people that have come out of the spaceship. I do like how everyone else is hiding in the coconut ship. Everyone else is like, nope, I'm not coming out. Not coming out until I've got a house. Still 19 people just hiding inside. Okay, right. Let's see if we can get all this sort of stuff set up over here. Oh, we haven't named the island. We haven't named this island yet. Okay, right. What should we call this place? There we go. We shall call it Clinton Land, because Clinton, over in the comments, a sort of very frequent commenter to Geek Company stuff, did say, can you please name one of the islands after me? And so there you go. I mean, he said, yeah, put Clinton and then something. You pick the last bit. So Clinton Land seems to be quite nice. There you go, Clinton Land. So here we go. So this is the brave new world of Clinton Land. And the thing is, I noticed that we are out of wood. That's probably a bad thing. We are going to need to get a woodcutter that only requires 2 tools. That's quite handy to know. Let's put you over there, because there seems to be a lot of trees around you there, and that's got to be a good thing. So let's get in and get that woodcutter in, because then the woodcutter can provide lots of wood, obviously. It is in the name. Right, and how's the stuff up here going? It's looking good up there. Bristlyland is slightly overpopulated. It's fine. I'm sure they'll be all right. And I think the iron mine and the toolsmith are set up, which is wonderful. However, the toolsmith does require some power, which we are very sadly lacking. Okay, so we need a wood generator because there's no oil over here. Let's try and tuck that away right over here in the middle of nowhere. Let's sort of put that over here. So let's get rid of that. We'll chop that down, and then we'll bring the path sort of over this way if we can. So we'll have path, 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 path. We can dodge through the trees for now, it's fine. And then when that's done, we'll put it there, and then we'll have ourselves a wood generator over there. There we go. So it's kind of out of the way. It's not really near anybody. It's not causing anybody any problems. It's all okay. That will power the thing to make some tools. And then we will have available tools, which is lovely. So we can start making our own tools, which is going to be handy. And then we can start upgrading the houses as well. Oh yeah, the people kind of need, water and stuff, don't they? Oh yeah, those basic, requirements. Let's put a well just there. And then we'll put ourselves some fields. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I've just clicked on a thing. It had some tools. Hooray! Okay, well that would have been useful earlier, but okay. Right, so somebody come and take these down. And then we can have ourselves a lot of things along here. We can have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lovely plots along there, which will be quite nice. So yeah, let's get ourselves a choice of things. So we'll have a potatoes one. We'll have a veg and a veg. And then we'll have, very important, a tea field. Obviously, crucial importance. Number one, kind of the most vital thing. Okay, the well is in, so people happy, but now people are complaining they're lacking food. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You're very, very legitimate. That's a very legitimate sort of claim there, that you haven't got any food because, yeah, there wasn't any. Sorry. There we go. So our little fields are set up. So we've got 2 vegetable fields, which seem to be going quite well, and our all-important tea field over here. So that's good. So they're not complaining about running out of food, which is very handy. And we have upgraded 2 of our huts over here to proper houses. There's a great big party going on in this house. They are loving life in that house right now. Big old party, everyone round to theirs. So yeah, we've got that upgraded. 2 of those houses are now present, which means that we can now house 30 people on the island, which means that there's nobody hiding out in the lovely space coconut anymore. So it's now just sitting there. It's empty. All it's doing is acting as a sort of warehouse, I guess. It's holding 2 tools and 19 stone, and it is generating water somehow. That's how it's doing that. And also it's generating potatoes. So in there must be a little kind of potato farm and some sort of thing that generates water. But that's all there is in there now. So no people are in there, which is wonderful. So everybody has got a home here in Clinton Land, which is very nice, on the planet of Oakmoon, which is very, very lovely. So yeah, look, it's all looking very, very pretty indeed. And yeah, we've got the basic setup over here as well. So what's that lacking actually? That's lacking iron. Oh, okay. They just need to get on it, do they? They just need to get on with their job a little bit quicker. Okay, well, that's fine. And yet they're delivering wood over to the generator as well. So yeah, it's all sort of looking, they're self-sufficient at the minute. They are able to sort of live here. I mean, they're not going to do anything dramatic and brilliant over here, but yeah, they're self-sufficient, which is, first step. First step on a new planet is to make sure that you can actually sort of live there without dying a bit. One thing I'm not sure of is what happens to our wonderful space coconut. Does it just stay there now? Is that it? It's now fixed in place. It's kind of like a little sort of a monument, if you like, in the little sort of village centre type thing. Because here we've got the launch pad. And if we put that over a place where it can be constructed, it looks like, I would guess, that you build the launch pad and then you can go here and then click on it once it's constructed and then build yourself a spaceship, a little bit like you do with the boats. I think that's what you might do. So I think that's now done. I think our sort of space coconut is now finished. I don't think we do anything with it again. So yeah, we've got the launch pad here. And then also the landing pad, which I think we can build. It needs 8 wood, some stone, and some tools. I mean, we could, in theory, build a landing pad. And there you go. We've got a little sort of place where it's going to land. What does that do then? So a bit comes off of the trade spaceship, does it? Is that what it looks like on the left there? Like a little module comes off and then that takes off again, does it? Okay, that's quite intriguing. So there we go. So that's how we do interplanetary trade then, by building a little landing pad thing. Do you know what though? I think we are now at a very good point to finish things up with before we leave, because I think we've seen enough of the game to get a picture of how it works and what it's all about and all that kind of stuff. I fear that if we were to continue and try to go on and get all the blue research and do all that kind of stuff and build up this island, I fear it would be a little bit samey, because we've done that with 3 islands already. We started on our original island and then we settled another one and then a third one over on the original planet. And obviously with each of those we had to go through and build the infrastructure and do the food and the housing and the explorers, and then get all the sort of industry stuff going across the top, so with the quarries and the mines, and then a bit of production going on. And then I fear that if we were to do that anymore, it would just we'd just be repeating all that kind of same stuff again, but just on different islands. And I think we get the idea of this. We get the idea. We'd go on and we'd get all the research from here. We'd do all of the fancy pants new research. So, we'd eventually get things like tinkering, whatever that does, and then automation sounds very intriguing, bit of clean power, which would be quite nice, all these extra bits and bobs. We would get music, sounds very exciting, so we'd get all these things, and then by the look of it, I imagine what we'd have to do is sail off to the 3rd planet and then uncover this final sort of research areas just here. So these two down here, and then all these ones on the right over here. I imagine that comes from the third planet, where there's going to be a different colour of research. So we've got blue on this planet. Who knows what it's going to be on the third planet? I don't know, mauve or something. So beige research. So so who knows what that would, where we get that extra bit from. But that's what I would guess. Given that we've landed on New Planet and it's unlocked all these, I would guess that the third planet would unlock all of those. And then again, on the third planet, we'd have to do the same thing again. Set up houses, set up roads, set up food, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think we're at a good point to leave it now, because we can just we can sit back and bask in the glory that our peeps have settled on a new world. They travelled the gulf of space. They landed safely. Do you know what? Pretty well, right in the middle of a hex. Well done. And yeah, we've set up a place here, and there's sufficient. They've got food, they've got water, they've got jobs, they've got a library, which is nice. So yeah, they've got stuff they can get on with. They've got things that they can do. So yeah, they're self-sufficient. So we'll just have to imagine that they go on. They go on and do glorious, lovely things, and the population expands. We get on our boats, we find some more places here, we find some more islands on Oakmoon, and then we settle those as well. And yeah, we just go from there, and then everything is just splendid, and our peeps spread out across the galaxy, and it's all wonderful. But yeah, I don't necessarily think we need to see that, because yeah, as I said, I think it would feel a little bit kind of repetitive, because yeah, we've done all this sort of stuff before. That's not to say that I don't enjoy the game. It's a very lovely game. There are sometimes points where it feels like there is nothing to do, which is a little bit odd, I suppose. But yeah, there's points where you just sort of sit back and nothing really happens. Like when we're waiting for the fuel, everything else was ticking over quite nicely. So I just got to sort of sit back and watch the peeps going about the place. But it's marketed as a kind of relaxing sort of game, and that kind of makes sense, I guess. So yeah, I think we shall finish things up for now. But yeah, it's a very enjoyable, very lovely game. I do like the way the little peeps sort of hop about on their non-existent legs. It's all very, very lovely. And yeah, I have enjoyed this an awful lot. But yeah, we shall finish up right now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this too. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other stuff and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
How much cake did you have?
Not a lot. You buggered off to the door. Blah. Can I be sick down our back? Oh good, there's nothing creepy about some mysterious, ethereal humming. Oh no, Mum's been on the gin again. Mum's been on the gin and she's been watching rom-coms. Oh Mum, no, what have you done?